Yo, it's the end of the week, I'm here to wrap it up right. Talking about game and sports, and maybe life. I ain't decide yet, so tune in to the show. Guest appearances, I don't really know. I'm the Paris, I'm here to do it my way. Click, clap, bang on any troll, so don't press play. A new series, I'm wrapping up the week, so comment on the subjects being given, or don't speak. Weekly wrap up. Yo, what's good, people? I'm your boy Authentic 973. I'm your boy Ep.56, and I'm back with another episode of the weekly wrap up. Got some more Titanfall gameplay for you guys. Playing a little attrition on Lagoon. This is one of my favorite maps on Titanfall, and you want to watch your boy go ham, running with the usual suspects: K, Spade, Nate, D-O-double-G. So sit back, relax, put your seat and recline. Let's get into the wrap up. For starters, I want to start off with talking about Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston has a $10 million insurance policy in case of permanent disability or loss of value. ESPN confirmed. So that means Jameis Winston has an insurance policy on himself in case he gets hurt, because everybody is speculating that Jameis Winston, if he was to come out, will be the number one pick in the NFL draft. So he put an insurance policy on himself just in case he is permanently hurt in college and can't pursue a career in the NFL. So if he tear a knee, if he hurt himself playing baseball, he will get $10 million. You know, so him and his family could be straight. Pretty smart thing to do. Pretty much a lot of the top guys in college always do that. You know, to make sure that they get some type of, you know, insurance policy to make sure that if they do get hurt, they will still get some bread. Pretty smart. Let's go to the NFL. I want to talk about Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon was arrested in Raleigh, North Carolina for a DWI and will clearly miss the 2014 season. Now, a lot of people were saying, you know, Josh Gordon is a dummy, and, you know, what's wrong with Josh Gordon? And, you know, this junk is beyond football. This junk is beyond, you know, him playing next season. Josh Gordon clearly needs help. Like, this junk is beyond football now. Like, somebody needs to help this young man. Josh Gordon has the potential. He has the potential to be one of the top wide receivers in the NFL. Like, he has Larry Fitzgerald talent. He has Calvin Johnson talent. You know, he missed some games last year. I want to say he missed three or four games last year. Maybe it was 2. I want to say 3 or 4 though. He missed 3 or 4 games last year and damn near broke all the receiving records. Damn near. I think he was close to breaking the yards record. I knew he broke a record for like 2 or 3 consecutive games with 200 yards receiving. Like, to me, he didn't even have a steady quarterback either. Like, he was doing that with pretty much a quarterback, 2 different quarterbacks, Hoyer, and then who was the Browns' other quarterback last year? And he's doing it with the Browns. But Josh Gordon clearly needs help. Like, somebody needs to get in touch with that young man and, you know, get a hold on him so he can get his life in order, man. His life, something is clearly going on in that man's life, and he actually needs some help. So before we criticize, and you know, I was one doing it when Josh Gordon kept getting caught smoking weed and all that. I was one of the people like, Josh Gordon got to get his crap together. But like, he clearly has problems. Because he just cannot stay out of trouble. He cannot stay out of trouble. And somebody gotta grab that young man and shake that young man out of this rut that he's in. You know what I mean? So before we say, oh, you know, he's stupid and what's wrong with him, we need to really sit back and see what's the bigger issue here, man. I wanna wish Josh Gordon a speedy recovery and hope that this guy can get his life in order, man, because he is an exceptional talent and he can be one of the greats, man. But he really needs to get his life in order. He really does. Like, you know, it's really nothing bad I want to say about him, because he clearly has some issues. He clearly has them. So we're gonna move on from there. But, you know, before you start talking about somebody, you know, we gotta see if it's a bigger issue. If it's a bigger issue there, excuse me. We're gonna move on to some Carmelo talk now. Carmelo Carmelo went on the round robin. He went to the Bulls. They wined and dined him. He went to Houston. They wined and dined him. He went to Dallas. He went to the Lakers. I mean, he went back to the Knicks. Everybody wanted to down them. And you know, it's been reports coming out every day. Oh, the Knicks are in the league. The Bulls are in the league. The Lakers are the front runners. The Rockets are the front runners. And I'm like, oh, these smoke and mirrors. Like, I'm really tired of the Melo talk. You know what I mean? You haven't really been hearing too much about LeBron, but I'm really tired of the Melo talk. He said that he will probably make a decision tomorrow, which is Monday. Hopefully he does. You know, there's speculation that you know, maybe he'll go to the Lakers. They'll re-sign Pau Gasol, and you know, him, Kobe, and Gasol to, you know, try and push that championship run. We have to wait and see. But you know, I want Melo to come to the Bulls, but if he doesn't, I mean, it is what it is. But every team over the past couple of days has been the front runner, and I don't know if it's smoke and mirrors. I don't know what's going on. Let's talk about some signings though. Kyrie Irving and the Cavs agreed to a 5-year, $90 million contract extension. I think Kyrie deserves it. I mean, he's their box office player there. Who else the fans in Cleveland is coming to see? Deion Waiters, Varejao? No, they going to see Kyrie, so he deserves that money. Oh, the Nets hired Lionel Hollins to replace Jason Kidd. We all knew about what happened with Jason Kidd last week in the wrap-up, and Jason Kidd went to the Milwaukee Bucks, and the Nets made a good hire, Lionel Hollins. I don't think he should have been fired when he was with Memphis, so I think Lionel Hollins is a good coach. The Wizards signed Marcin Gortat for 5 years, $60 million. Gortat, I thought he was going to actually go to the Heat for less money. I think that would have been a big signing for the Heat, but he wanted to stay with Washington. Said he liked playing with John Wall. He thinks Bradley Beal has superstar potential. And I mean the Wizards had a good series, a good playoff run last year. Chris Kaman has agreed to a 2-year, $9.8 million deal with the Blazers. That's a good sign. That's a good signing. Somebody that could help LaMarcus Aldridge down low in the middle. That's a pretty good signing for the Blazers. I know the Blazers are ecstatic that they didn't sign. You guys remember last year they signed Roy Hibbert to an offer sheet, and then the Pacers matched. So I know they are like, yes, thank God we didn't get Roy Hibbert, because Roy Hibbert is cheeks. Roy Hibbert is cheeks, man. Boris Diaw reached an agreement on a $22 million plus deal to stay with the Spurs. I mean, that's just a great fit for Boris Diaw. We all know how the Spurs, we all know how the Spurs build. The Spurs got all of them superstars, and they are like, I think I seen $15 million under the cap. The Spurs got like $15 million in cap, because Tim Duncan getting paid $10 million. Manu getting paid $10 million. I think Tony Parker getting paid $9 million. You know, now a lot of those players aren't getting paid that much money, and they're able to keep their role players, you know, with the same team. They signed Patty Mills as well. Tim Howard has 16 saves in the loss to Belgium, the most by any keeper in the World Cup game in the last 50 years. That's crazy. So kudos to my man Tim Howard. Even though we lost, he played an exceptional game. Last but not least, Bills confirmed that Kiko Alonso has a torn left ACL. That's really going to hurt the Bills. You know, they really needed him. He had an exceptional season last year as well. This has been a weekly wrap-up. I'm your boy, Authentic 973. I'm your boy, The Past 57. Comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate all y'all. Y'all know how I end my shit.